Okay.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the TGS podcast.
Hello.
It's another fine and fun and wonderful Saturday afternoon. Unless, of course, you're joining us on the replay. In which case, it could be any time of day or night. But welcome nonetheless. I'm John Brown. With me is Keith Souch.
Hello.
And Sarah Haskell.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. And on screen, we have... the name of a game I've already forgotten. That's how tired
Sorry, what
I
was that
am.
all about 3 seconds ago?
It was 3 seconds, literally.
Is it called Speed Racers?
Speedrunners.
Speedrunners. I said
was
Speed
close.
Race is another game, isn't it? Altogether. Speedrunners. Tell us all about Speedrunners, Keith.
You run at speed.
Oh, that sounds so fun.
Brilliant.
It's currently the Xbox Live Games with Gold free-to-play game.
It looks very oh, what's this reminding me of? Kind of like a Sonic, Mario kind of look to it.
The one in black.
Super fast platformer.
The one in black reminds me. It's a mixture. If you were to mix Catwoman, Batman, and Alien, that is what
It's
you
an
would
interesting mix.
that was
Or
my...
Ant-Man, because they're all real tiny.
Yeah.
That are wee.
And that, yeah.
They are
Yeah.
wee. Okay. This is not your first time playing, obviously.
It is my first time.
Oh, it is your
playing.
first time playing. Okay. So
And I am the character in black.
you are wee man. That seems to have officially. That's totally not his name, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Yeah.
Does look pretty cool though.
Yeah, it does look fun. It looks like one of those games that is probably really addictive. And I find this. I don't know about you, but I find this
See, I did.
with the more simple games. For you get the free to play stuff, you get the arcade stuff, but it's very basic, but it's very addictive.
Yeah.
But saying that, there have been some amazing free to play games. What was that one? And it was really gothic, but it was incredible. Was it a free to play game?
I don't know what game you're about.
Oh, it was kind of it had like another world kind of flashback vibe to it, but it was like a kid, and it was really dark and gothic and really like creepy. I'm going back a few years now.
I have no idea what game it is.
No, he has no idea.
Is this just not a flashback to your own childhood?
I mean, I played thousands of games just to say, oh, there's a game that is dark, creepy, and gothic.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
What about Limbo?
Thank you.
There we go. See, I remembered in the end.
Thank you. Yeah, Limbo. It was a great little game. But there was what was the other one? There was a zombie one as well. That was...
Oh, how to survive whatever it was, zombie apocalypse.
Was pretty
We
awesome.
played that, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Isn't there a film of that? Are they related or?
No.
No, that's
Oh,
a
okay.
Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's very good if anyone
Yeah.
wants to check that out. That's pretty amusing. I died again. I'm crap at this.
It's good fun. The movie, not Keith's gameplay. Yeah, no, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed that. And it's it's got the poster by the dude. I'm useless today.
You really are.
I am.
Yeah,
That's
there's
terrible.
Like so far, like, it's like some great non-information left and right.
Fake news. Or just lack of. Straczynski,
What are you talking about?
poster artist, does stuff for Lucas. So
Yeah.
you watched a whole documentary.
Yeah, I know that is,
It's
but
epic.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
He did the poster for How to. The
The
Scout's Guide
Scouts.
to the Zombie Apocalypse. Thank you
Okay.
very much. There you go. That's how those things are connected.
There was a connection there somewhere.
Oh, should I hand this over to Keith right now?
God only knows.
God only knows. I think that might be a good idea because I'm just going, yeah, do you remember this and remember that? And everybody's kind of looking at me going, we have no idea what's going on in your head right now. But no, great movie, great poster, great artist, and so far looking like a quite difficult game.
Yeah. So one of those ones. It's easy to learn, difficult to master.
How many hours of gameplay do we think this is going to...
I don't know. There's several levels, and then obviously the multiplayer thing. That'll be what this game is sold on. Like you and your mates running through it. It's kind of like Micro Machines. If you get the back, you die. Like if the screen loses you.
Is that what the red flashing's all about? What's
Yeah.
a flashing?
So the camera follows whoever's in front.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah, it's good.
So I'm looking forward to the new Micro Machines games out in June, I believe.
That's this month.
So
That's
yeah,
close.
That is this month.
Excellent work.
So there we go. Loose connection. We found one.
There's a segue somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Micro Machines games. Now, you, as I recall, were a bigger fan of these than I.
Yeah. Me and my brother love Micro Machine games.
And it's been a while, actually, since I remember a Micro Machines game. What's kind of new about this one? What are they bringing to the table?
I have no idea because it isn't out yet. I haven't played it. I know it's a Micro Machines game.
This week's podcast is full of informative information.
It's off to a shit start so far, isn't it?
All right, Micro Machines.
Maybe we should talk about a game
that you have played that you really like.
That has been played, that you do really like, that you know lots about.
Yeah, I finally got round to playing Zelda.
There it is.
See?
Yeah, Breath of the Wild. It's the most different Zelda game I've ever played.
Okay.
It's extremely out there in comparison to what's come before. There's tons going on. You start off the game like straight away. There's no being a small Link and like learning there's a princess and all the rest of it. You just start straight out in the game. Hey, look, I won a round. And basically, it's open world straight away. Everything's open to you. How you play the game is very much up to you. It's a fantastic game. I've got to give it full marks.
We're going with the 10 out of 10 or the 5 out of 5.
It's also one of the hardest Zelda games I've played since Majora's Mask. I can't remember the last time I died as often as I did playing a Zelda game.
So also very challenging.
Very, very challenging.
But I know you had quite a lot on your gaming schedule, didn't you, in terms of coming up to this one?
Yeah, so I was putting it back. First of all, I was putting it back because I was thinking about possibly the idea of getting a Switch, which then I put off because I couldn't see the point in paying, I think we explained this last week, like £300 to play one game.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, that would just be
that
dumb.
You can also get on the Wii.
Yeah, I could also get on the Wii U.
Yeah.
Can't get it on the Wii. I had to explain that to my brother, that they are actually two different machines, which is probably where the Wii U went wrong. People just thought it was an extra screened control pad, but it wasn't.
Yeah, I thought that when it first came out.
It's
I just
completely
thought
different.
it was kind of like an add-on to
Yeah,
the Wii.
Oh, it's a different platform, isn't it?
Yeah, completely different platform. They could still play the old Wii games, and you can use the Virtual Console to get a lot of the old games. I noticed Ocarina of Time's now available on the Virtual Console on the Wii U, so got that for £8.
Nice. Greatest game ever made.
Yeah, it's still the greatest game ever made. Whether Breath of the Wild is better than Ocarina of Time, I don't think it is better, but I still don't think there are many games that are better. So, I think it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 5 and Ocarina of Time for a very long time as the best games ever made.
See, people keep coming back to Grand Theft Auto 5, and it is a triumph. It's an absolute masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
And there was a lot of talk that Breath of the Wild was going to surpass Ocarina of Time, and there were a lot of critics' reviews kind of flying around saying
I don't think it has.
New greatest game ever made, but you don't think that?
No, it might be the second best Zelda game, which is saying something because that means it beat Link to the Past, which is still a great game on the SNES. That's how early that came out, and that game is still fantastic.
But nonetheless, Breath of the Wild is still worthy of high praise.
Oh yeah, absolutely it is.
Okay, that in mind, how long have you been playing that?
What?
All week?
Pretty much.
All day.
I started it on my birthday.
Every day.
It's a Pandora's box of Zelda game,
The
isn't
thing
it?
about the Wii U is as well, which I like, and the same with the Switch, is you don't have to play it on the TV. You can play it on the control pad.
Yeah, you can take it.
As it were.
That
So,
is very handy.
like, we can watch TV or whatever, and I can still fiddle about with that. So it's not just taking over the main television.
Yeah.
So-
As you do with a great game like that.
I don't quite have to stop as often, and because the game's so big, it's good that I don't have to stop quite as often. So
And I get to watch what I want on the TV.
which is cool. Even though there's not a lot on TV at the
No,
moment
there's really
because
not.
we're in the hiatus period.
We are, yeah. I think
And
we're done with all the big shows right now, aren't we?
Yeah.
It really sucks because you get into the flow of watching different series and it goes from everything to nothing.
You get all your season finales and then boom.
But by the looks of it, there's some really good stuff coming up.
Yeah, I don't know when Black Lightning's going to be on. I think it's like a one-off mini-series. I don't think it's going to be a proper continuing series. And apparently, it's not strictly in the Arrowverse either.
I don't know.
But we did watch Vixen, the movie, which is in the Arrowverse.
Yeah, how was that?
That was good. Basically, it's all the webisodes that you can watch for free on like YouTube, etc. And then some extra bits as well. It was, there are times it does actually feel pretty cobbled together. But overall, it was a good story. Interesting character. It was cool seeing, and hearing the original casts add in their bits and pieces. Everybody was as they should be.
So Grant Gustin and co.
Yeah.
Stephen Amell. Sarah looks like she's discovered something.
Yes, I have.
Go on.
Right, Black Lightning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Scheduled to premiere in 2018.
Oh, okay, so it's
really?
next
I thought
year.
It was this year.
Because Fox passed on it. It was picked up by the CW.
Yep.
Weird that it was even offered the Fox in the first place.
Yep. And
because they
so they ordered the series in May.
Okay.
And
which was just last month, so
it'll be 2018.
So I'm guessing a lot of the stuff we saw in the promos was pilot, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. Which would back up your theory on why it's not part of the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
Perfectly.
Yeah, they're saying Blanty's saying it's completely separate, nothing to do with Arrowverse.
But
people aren't going to know that, even though we're telling them now. People aren't going to know that, and when it comes out, they're going to assume it's part of the Arrowverse
because it's part of
it's on CW and it's a DC property.
Yep.
But yeah, so Vixen was good, and it gives us a lot of confidence for what there's going to be done with Constantine. Yeah,
because you can get those on, I think CW replaying or something, aren't they? The first
season, and then there'll be the animated webisodes or short, 5-10 minute ones, which will then all go together as one big story, same as they've done with Vixen.
I really want them to do it.
I think Vixen would make a good TV show as well. To be honest, the character was cool.
Again, it's another strong female kick-ass character.
And I think the stuff like Wonder Woman and all that lot coming out at the moment, it's going to greenlight a lot of things like that for a lot of people.
Yeah, absolutely. Strong. It's a time of strong female characters right now, and the successes of those are, I think, as we pointed out last week, can wake a few people up to, oh wow, this is a good idea.
Yeah.
And I think it should be that way. It'd be great to see Vixen actually, because my knowledge of Vixen is far lesser than yours.
Yeah.
But
the character of her grandmother has been in DC Legends of Tomorrow a lot this season.
Yeah.
So, and she's the character of Vixen herself made a couple of appearances on the, I think in Arrow, might have done Flash. Don't think it was Flash, but it definitely has an Arrow a couple of times. So we shall see.
I get confused with sometimes.
Doesn't take a lot, does it?
No, it doesn't take a lot. But it's in the Arrowverse.
Yeah,
she appears, and I like the character. I really do. I really, really like the character. So I think it's definitely something. Yeah, it definitely got my interest. Obviously, when the Blu-ray was released.
Yeah.
That you guys got earlier this week.
On my birthday, that came out.
On your birthday.
That was out on May 29th, so you can get it now.
You can. Your birthday was quite the joy.
It was.
What happened to that video?
Lots of fun to be had.
It hasn't been put up yet, but there was a lot of quiplash that day, a lot of wrongness.
Is it in room 101?
Yeah, no, it'll be online.
I think
it should be.
It'll be online.
I think it's sort of that game though. It's got to the point now that it's not so much just who can say the funniest thing. It's almost who can say the worst.
Who can shot the room?
Who can shot the room? Yeah. It's like there's the high score panel.
If you haven't played any of the Jackbox games, I mean, you can pick them up on any platform, including Amazon. Like your Fire TV or your Fire Stick, you can get them on those. Get them. They are fun. That if you want like a nice group party game, that's the ones to do.
Yeah.
Like I give them all full marks.
Yeah.
And we've got all 3 packs. And at no point have we not been entertained by what they provided. And there's a big like difference in each game that's on there. There's normally about 5 games in a pack.
Yeah.
So for the sake of 30 quid, you could probably pick up like 15 games.
And
They're basically
they're
board
all worth
games
it.
along the lines of and card games along the lines of what do you call it?
Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity and things like that.
But they're open-ended.
Yeah.
Cards Against Humanity, the answers are you kind of dealt with the hand you dealt, but with Quiplash and stuff, it's open-ended.
Very
So,
open-ended.
Your imagination can run wild.
which says a lot about
And
our
stuff like
imagination.
Fibbage is a little bit cleverer. You've got to not only see if you can. Well, we try to be funny, but then you've also got to fool the other people into believing what you've said is the truth, whilst trying to guess what the truth of the actual answer is yourself. So
The T-shirt designing one's quite
I like
interesting.
That's always
T-shirt
fun,
KO.
yeah.
Yeah,
because it's got that kind of retro 80s.
and it's only improved
And-
by the
and
fact you can't draw.
Yes, and is improved even more so that you can then actually order those T-shirts to be made.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
I think
idea.
it's a- yeah.
I when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know if I can play this. I can't draw for shit. And you looked at me and went, "That's the point."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No one can do good drawings on these things.
No.
You haven't got
Well,
the
you're
time,
trying
and
to
you
do it
haven't
on
got
your
the
phone,
space.
aren't you? And,
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
your
you don't need any
finger
control
and-
pads. It's all controlled by your mobile phone. There's no need for an app. You just go to the website on your mobile phone, and then and honestly, it works really well. Every now and again, it might crap out, but more times it works than it doesn't.
And
So,
also, it's still not as hard as trying to play Resident Evil 4 on the Wii U.
yeah, which is a virtual impossibility.
It's a virtual possibility. And you had an exact representation of what that's like, and I forget what it is now, but it was something like trying to something with a cat.
Oh, spoon feed yogurt into a cat's ass. No, thumb. I think it was thumb yogurt into a cat's ass, wasn't it?
Surely that would be easier than a spoon, though.
No.
The funniest thing is, thumbing yogurt into a cat's ass is in fact easier than trying to play Resident Evil 4 with the Wii.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go. No animals were harmed in the making of this program.
No, the cat's lying there quite happily asleep.
I didn't say that.
She's
cat.
fine. That's because we know what you're like, so we protect our cat from
Yeah.
you.
Is that why it's got chastity pants on?
Yes.
So yeah, television's kind of in a slump right now. So it's the perfect time to catch up on all the stuff that you haven't watched.
Yes, and I need to catch up on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you need to do. How many Netflix Marvel series have you got to
Oh
do
my
before
God.
End of
Yeah.
August?
I've got to fit in Jessica Jones,
Yeah.
Oh,
and I've got to fit in Iron Fist. And,
I can't believe you
and
haven't
watch the
watched
show.
Jessica. You've only seen the first episode of Jessica Jones, didn't you? Because I forced you to watch it.
I have.
Yeah.
I can't believe I haven't.
I can't believe you haven't.
I know, it's the best one.
Yeah, it's the best show, and yet still, I don't know why. I think it's
the-
defiance now. I think we should do I fully deserve like Gene's got with the Ghost Recon thing. I fully deserve that sort of kind of punishment at this late stage.
I was
of the
just
game.
going to say, it's our new thing because we can't
It's
use
longer
that
than
anymore.
Gene's put in Recon.
It's
It's
now-
it's Jessica Brown's Jessica Jones long.
Yeah, Jessica Jones is what, 2 years old?
That's pretty epic.
He has every right to sit here and tell me the entire fucking story. I've got
Yeah.
no comeback.
Yes. It's over a year old anyway, either way.
Yeah,
But
there's
it
that
is
and
so
Iron Fist.
good.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah.
need to watch it.
I'm going to be watching it again.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
I'm definitely going to do Daredevil and Jessica Jones again. Luke Cage and Iron Fist are probably a little bit more in my memory at the moment.
I've got to be honest with you. I am buying up the Marvel stuff because they've put it all out on
Blu-ray and DVD.
Blu-ray and stuff. Yeah, so I got picked up both seasons of Agent Carter. So I'm kind of working through that, but I'm kind of hovering around the Daredevil, Luke, the whole thing, and trying to get them all together. So I might just do that. I might just go out and get it because I know I'm going to want it eventually.
Yeah.
He tells me I'm going to love it. He tells me it's going to be the best thing I've seen on that particular, arc
It's one of the
Netflix.
best TV shows in the last couple of years.
So I'm going to want it. I might as well just go and get it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And cut out the middleman and just get the discs. And...
Trailer for Preacher 2 is up.
Oh, wow. So what's that? I haven't seen this.
What, Preacher 2's trailer?
Nope.
Basically, it's going to now start where the comic books started.
Mm-hmm.
So the first season was just a case of
Fantastic.
them sort of getting you to know the characters by explaining what some of the stuff that happens in flashback, but doing it all in the beginning.
Mhm.
In the comic books, all that happens in flashback, but they get it all out of the way, which is good. And now they can just get into the craziness that is Preacher.
Excellent.
So all Garth Ellis' stuff is just going to be there for everyone to go, what the fuck is going on? And if you check the trailer out, it already does look a lot faster paced and a lot crazier than it did previously.
Because you got the kind of, origin-y stuff out of the way.
Yeah, it's all done. All the main characters are set up now. You don't need to do any of that in flashback, because the comic book, it just started and got going and then explained stuff as it went. But it's done that now. So
Now
we
to
can just get pure craziness.
That's so. What happens is the main, like you say, the main story arcs of stuff. The main we're kind of winding down certain scenes of shows, but there are shows that come out in what we call the middle ground.
Games of Thrones.
Game of
Thrones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Game of
that
Thrones.
one as well.
Yeah.
We've got that, and then there's a gap between that and then the last season. Like they're not doing one. I heard somewhere that they're not doing one next year. They're going to do it the year after, which is really weird.
But it's the penultimate season.
Mm-hmm.
This one, and there are going to be 4 or 5 spin-off shows.
That
Game of Thrones.
I didn't know.
That would make sense.
The thing
then,
is, as well, is on top of the 6 or 7 books that are already currently out, there have been other stories told outside of that universe that are connected to A Song of Ice and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll all be sort of looked at and what's good, what's not. There's been stories that have been missed out completely because of sort of time constraints in the story they're telling. You know, there's still stuff to come which Martin hasn't finished writing yet or is getting ready to publish. You know, so there are about 4 or 5 different items
So
that
Game of
people are
Thrones.
interested.
It
So
isn't
even though
ending,
Game of Thrones is
basically.
ending, it's not ending.
It's not ending because there is a Game of Thrones verse.
They're not going to stop making money.
No, of course not. And it's great.
You know, we've got the biggest thing on TV right now. I know. Let's stop it.
No, it's
Now,
said no
I'm
one
glad
ever.
the main
Except
story
Fox.
is going to have some kind of ending.
'Cause-
Weird that ending is going to happen before the fact the books have ended. So now these have got to be considered as 2 very different universes. The books and the TV series have got to be considered 2 separate
What- so
entities,
why are they-
even though they started off loyal. And well, I suppose when they started it, what?
They had stuff to use from
Yeah,
7 years ago?
7 years ago, they probably thought he might be able to finish 2 books in 7 years. It's like when Harry Potter, the first film came out, the 4th book came out,
Okay.
right? Only 3 more books. So they figured we've got 7 years, and in that time, she'll write 3 books, which she did. I think she also wrote other bits stuff as well.
But the Game of Thrones books are like...
Well, so were the Harry Potter she wrote after the 4th one.
Doorstops.
They were
I
like
was trying to think of a word because people can't see this.
No, they cannot.
they were massive. Like Order of the Phoenix, I think, is the
Because
biggest
that would
book.
be
and
really unfortunate. And I don't mean to like be a bit dark, but say they did keep going with the books,
yeah,
and then he died
he's got.
before he finished them.
Let's face it, he's not the healthiest looking guy in the world.
He's a big old unit, isn't he? Bless
He
him.
is. He's like Captain Birdseye's plus size cousin.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So if he was to die,
I love the man, but yeah.
and then they wouldn't have an ending, so they'd have to make up their own ending anyway.
No, they'd probably just get Neil Gaiman to do it,
That's work.
or someone like that.
yeah.
You know, like same what they did with Douglas Adams stuff and things
I'm
like
just
that.
going to touch wood quickly though, because I don't want to have cursed him and like wake up tomorrow and find out that he's dead.
And Gaiman again, like fucking American Gods, like that's still going
That
currently.
series.
There's still 3 episodes left of that. There's only 8 episodes.
Oh,
for
is
this
that
season.
all?
Yeah, it sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, that really does.
But the good news is that means I'll have it soon.
So yeah,
It's amazing though. It really visually
yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
But it's Gaiman. I mean, he wrote the book by travelling to these places himself, as though he was Shadow, and like any motel and all the rest of it that appears in the book and the series is a real place that
He's
he
been
went,
to.
and like he references them and all the rest of it.
That's a pretty cool way to write though. I think.
Yeah.
If you got that opportunity to
I mean,
do
he
that.
studied he did a book on all the Norse gods and all the rest of it. So he studies up on all sorts of gods around the world. I mean, the man knows. He does his homework. He really does. And so the weird thing about the book is, it started with a title and a poster for the cover of the book.
I think that's awesome, though.
So he got funding for it. He had a quick idea, and he just used the working title American Gods and said, I'll come up with something better than that later on. So then they made a poster of like a cloudy, sort of rainy middle of nowhere with a road, and then lightning striking the end of the road. And then they sent him the mock-up of the things. So he just put it out and said, well, I suppose I've got a book now, I better write it.
I think that would be really good inspiration, though.
He says it was off-putting and thrilling at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Jerry Bruckheimer rang and said, I think I'll have that.
No, Bruckheimer was using that with the trees way before.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, and go back to what you were saying, unless outside of Fox, because unless you're Fox will just cancel shit randomly. But, you know, like you say, viewership, money, people want more tits and dragons. And that's how it is.
Yeah.
So Game of Thrones will continue. American Gods. I haven't read the
Gods,
book.
you won't be disappointed. Apart from there being no dragons.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
You know.
Ian McShane.
Don't diss that man. That man is a legend.
He is. God love him. He is.
I
Leathery and
love
scaly.
that man.
Oh, he's great. I love him in everything he's in.
You love Joy, that man.
I love Joy, that man. I love that man's joy.
It's a good one. I like that.
He's great in John Wick as well. He's been in that recently too. He's got a
Yeah,
really good
he's
character
sort
in
of
John
having a
Wick.
As I
comeback
said,
again, isn't he?
Yeah, Deadwood was the best thing he ever did. It gave him a character he hasn't really stopped being since then, and it made people realise, Jesus Christ, this Ian McShane's really, really good.
He can actually act, not just being some
Well,
cheesy
he was basically unknown
British.
in the US at that point. Still,
Yeah.
you know, he hadn't done anything of any real worth for the stateside. You know, over here, yeah, he'd done loads, and he, you know, he was part of the RSC, I believe, and like did lots of play work. And he's been in a couple of American films in his youth, but not any leading role or role of any major importance. But Deadwood changed everything for him.
I don't remember that much of Lovejoy. Wasn't it basically like an Only Fools and fucking Bergerac and Minder crossover?
He was an antiques dealer,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
with antiques and art and stuff.
Yeah, but a bit of a wheeler dealer. Yeah, Del Boy.
Yeah, they kind of got the Del Boy kind of vibe, but the Minder thing going on as well.
There was all those shows at the time, like
Yeah, pretty
Boom and
much everything,
Bergerac
yeah.
and all that lot.
Mindhorn. Whenever I see Mindhorn,
I see. I love
think of
Mindhorn. I thought it
Bergerac.
was so funny.
I think of Bergerac. And
That killed me.
I
It
still haven't
really
seen
did.
it. I need to see it.
Yeah, you do.
So funny.
It just strikes me as they are totally...
Julian Barrett is like, he's killing it at the moment.
Yeah, I was just actually going to say that exact same thing because we watched another show. You found a list, didn't you, on the internet or something?
Yeah, of shows that you've never watched that you should.
Yeah, and one of them.
Turns out we'd watched a couple of them, like Inside Number 9 and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
But there was one called Flowers.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that?
No.
With Julian Webb?
Barrett?
Julian Barrett.
Who's Julian Webb?
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, I think I know who Julian Webb is, but it's not Julian Barrett.
Oh, okay, yeah. It has him in
yeah,
it.
Julian Barrett, Olivia Colman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
And
it's
wow,
dark as shit.
it starts
it's
off-
weirdly Roald Dahl.
Roald Dahl.
As
it
in, like,
starts off like a really
he
dark
is Roald
comedy. Yeah. But it's quite amusing in
Yeah.
a dark way.
he isn't Roald Dahl. I'm saying his character is like Roald Dahl.
Yeah.
I'm realising people can't tell that from the way my face was.
But as it goes on, it gets darker and kind of more serious, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's not disappointing that it gets serious.
This is the man that was the crack fox. Are you surprised?
But it's just
Yeah, it is. It can be heartbreaking. It's by oh god, what's his name?
it
Oh
is.
god,
Gone done a tummy shame.
can't think of the boy's name. It's like
Yeah, I know. I can see him in my head.
he's a Japanese guy, well, British Japanese guy. He's actually in the program. He's playing a very stereotypical Japanese character that is very funny and then is also very heartbreaking.
Will Sharp.
Will Sharp. There we go.
Sharp.
Yeah. Yeah, he's done a few things on TV and a couple of movies and things like that.
That's been in a few things.
But yeah, no, it's very, very good. Worth checking out. You can see it all on 4 on Demand.
It's just genius.
Well, that's called All 4 now, isn't it? It's no longer 4 on Demand.
All 4?
Yeah.
All for one.
I'm still intrigued by the fact you found a list of lost TV shows that everyone should have watched.
Yeah, we watched an episode of something else as well. Oh yeah, no, there's this show called Review.
That's just my reaction to it because
Right.
This show might be the wrongest
what's that?
TV show. It's a guy. He's in every
Yeah,
fucking
let me find his
comedy.
name,
The thing I
'cause
saw
you
him
would know him.
in most recently was
Okay.
was it like something like How to Survive Middle School or something like that.
You say review to me, I immediately think of a topical program that
He
reviews things.
reviews everything.
It's
Right.
basically it's how to
He reviewed
people write-
racism.
he reviewed addiction
He reviewed addiction, so he got himself addicted to cocaine and stuff like that.
just to see what
He
you know.
reviews theft. So he started shoplifting and all the rest of it. He reviewed school prom. So
Andy Daly.
he dated a 15-year-old to take her to prom. Like,
Oh, it's so wrong but so funny.
Yeah.
And then he'll give it like out of 5.
yeah, he gave racism half a star, which
Yeah.
seems wrong.
Yeah, and addiction only got half a star.
Whoa.
He said that's the lowest score he could give. He couldn't give it a 0.
Exactly. But it's genius.
In one episode, we haven't seen it yet, but he reviews what it's like to be Batman.
How
That
have you
guy.
not watched that yet? Oh, okay. Oh, that guy.
He's been in everything.
It's very funny. He makes a sex tape with a sex doll. That's pretty funny. It's pretty wrong. But if you can find it, check it out.
He's reviewing racism like it's a product.
Yeah, no, there's.
What?
Yeah, so other stuff on the list was like Inside Number 9, which is Reece Shearsmith and
Sleeping
Steve
with
Pemberton.
a celebrity.
that was that show is brilliant. Like, it's had 3 seasons now, and a Christmas special. The Christmas special is superb, and has one of the best twist endings I've ever seen. Not like fucking where they go, oh, it's got a twist ending at the end of Split, where it hasn't got a twist ending. It's just got an extra bonus bit at the end. There's
Oh my god.
Reviewing glory holes.
okay, yeah. cool.
Curing homosexuality. Sorry, I'm just looking through the list and it's killing
Yeah, no,
me.
you gotta check this show out. It's very, very funny.
Leading
And
a
strangely,
cult.
I get the feeling I'm really going to like it, and I
You
really
will.
probably shouldn't.
Yeah,
It's one of those. Is it one of those moral dilemmas?
it's going to be one of those hands over the mouth hoo, 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 noise that you make.
That was a really good impression. Because I knew
that's John-
exactly
that
what one you
shouldn't-
were on about.
That shouldn't have just been said noise. That is. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
Or just. Oh wow.
Yeah. But no, everyone should check it. Well, not if you're easily
Yeah, other
offended.
stuff on the list was like oh course I can't think what it's called. I think it's The Fall, which is Aaron Paul's thing about living in a cult, which is on Amazon at the moment. There's 2 seasons of that, so you're gonna have to check that out.
Is that a fiction or a doc?
Fiction, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But we have done the documentary side of things as well, because we started watching something called
on
The
Netflix.
Keepers.
Yeah, Keepers.
The
about
Keepers. Do you know
And a
what?
lot of people have been talking about
Funny
it, haven't
thing,
they?
in my head, after the events of yesterday, I thought, let's talk about Keepers because.
Oh yeah,
we're
because
coming
that'll be nice and cheerful.
No, not for that reason, but
Oh,
just
okay.
because of the just because of the like you said, the sheer amount of
Everyone's been talking about it.
yeah,
and
and there's it's the content itself is absolutely harrowing. As I
It's
understand.
almost like it's kind of the new making a murder.
It's by the same people.
Oh, okay, that would be why then.
But I said people.
So like, at the same time, I don't know how much of it to take as a pinch of salt.
But with making a murder, we started watching that,
And then we found out that
and it was too heavy going as well.
Yeah.
So
fucking
I'd
hell
imagine
yeah.
we had to kind of stop it after a while. And I think maybe with the Keepers, it might almost be you couldn't watch it all at once
No. And
because it is
It's not binge viewing.
no.
At the same time, I did find it very difficult to turn off. I only stopped watching it because I fell asleep, and that's not because that's not a review. That's
That
because
was just because it was like
Yeah, it was like
What?
4 o'clock in the morning by that point, or whatever it was.
I'd heard it on and off quite a bit about it, and it was creating quite a lot of buzz because it's as dark as it is.
Yeah.
And then obviously I did the interview Blake Neely last night, and he'd composed it,
Okay.
and he said that he had to watch it all up front, like back to back to back,
Wow.
so that he could score it.
I
And
bet
he
that
said
was
it was
really
intense.
heavy going.
Yeah, because we were talking about how he would individually score each episode and stuff. But he said in that particular instance, because it was a Netflix series,
Yeah.
he got the finished cut of the whole series
And then
in
had
one
to do-
go, and he had to watch it back to back to back.
Yeah.
But it's quite an interesting. The story behind it was that it was a friend of his that read a Huffington Post article about it or
Yeah.
something,
Okay.
and then went in search of the truth, and
Yeah.
that's why it's a docu-series. But yeah, he said it is extremely harrowing.
Yeah.
And to, now going on what you're saying, like the fact that he watched it back to back is kind of like, oh wow.
The Catholic
To
Church
score
is
that.
not going to be pleased that this fucking thing is out. I'm telling you.
Oh
Right.
dear God, no, no. From what I was being told, it's not something they're
Doesn't put them in a
support.
favourable light. No.
If 10% of it is true, like, it's awful. Like, not the document is very well put together. It's very compelling. Anything that happened in that thing is awful. Like, yeah. On a light note, F for the Family is back on Netflix as well. If you haven't seen the first season, check that out. It's like modern day King of the Hill, just a little bit more wrong. Sort of loosely based on the childhood and life of American comedian Bill Burr.
nice.
Which also then goes on to
Oh yeah, something else we watched.
Kennedys.
Yeah, we watched
The
the Kennedys. Yeah, that's on Netflix as well.
Based on
BBC
the
program
life of
based on the life of a
Emma,
female comedian,
Emma someone.
comedy writer. She worked with Mel and Sue a lot. Wrote all their stuff when they were younger. I think she even dated lesbian member of Mel and Sue.
Sue.
Mel.
Mel?
No,
Sue.
Mel's.
Oh yeah,
Mel's
Sue.
on,
Sue Perkins. Is it Sue Perkins?
Yeah,
Sue
'cause
Perkins
Mel's on
dated her for a while, though.
Taskmaster,
Taskmaster.
and she's not the gay one.
Yeah, and so check Taskmaster as well because that shit's still funny as fuck.
Yeah, it is.
That's about the
And I love
funniest
the
thing on
fact,
TV.
since you brought that to my attention, I noticed that Dave actually put up tasks on the internet for people to do.
Really?
They do, yeah. There's like a competition each
oh,
week now.
I might have to go and check those out.
Yeah, you can do tasks. You have to do your own tasks, film them, and send them in. It's part of a competition.
That's awesome.
Which is
Things we're
genius.
looking forward to this week as well is League of Their Own's American Tour 2.
Yeah, the first one was hilarious, and it was actually my mum that told me about it,
Yeah.
and she was like, "You need to watch it because it's
This is the
just
James
brilliant."
Corden thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, James
Jamie
Corden, Jack
Redknapp,
Whitehall, Jamie Redknapp, and
Freddie
Freddie Flintoff.
Yeah, him.
In the States.
Yeah,
Yeah, touring it.
See, that alone in itself is a pitch, isn't it?
Well, they have to go to the States and visit him because he's working over there, isn't he? So he sets
and
some
they're
tasks
they're
to do while
such
they're
a
over there.
good group, though.
Yeah, they are funny
Like they're
together.
just proper blokes when they're together, and it's just amusing to watch the fallout of that alone. You know.
And Gordon's done well.
Yeah,
It's good that
and
he's-
I'm glad he has because I really rate him and I've always liked him, and it's nice to see a Brit doing well.
It's one of the best
Out
things
there.
about Gavin and Stacey.
Love that show.
And the old woman next door. That always cracks me up.
Doris.
Yeah. Amazing. Yeah, no, that's good. And it's good.
There's-
So there is still
There's
plenty
a
to
lot of
watch.
yeah. There's still
There is still
tons
plenty to watch. There is still plenty to fill in.
Yeah,
those
but as I say,
gaps.
a lot of this stuff is a case of it's stuff you haven't seen yet and is out there. So check it out.
Absolutely. I've got Jessica Jones high on my list.
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't take me as long to watch as it has to build up to watching. Yeah, I managed another episode. That was 6 months ago, John. Seriously. No, it's good. So you can go on a hiatus from your main shows, but there's a ton of stuff in between to watch. Absolutely, definitely.
But we've sort of chatted about everything we've been watching on TV.
Yeah.
So we should probably now let you tell us what you've seen this week on film.
There's only one
Spoiler-free.
out. Say again, sorry.
Spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
Spoiler
Yeah,
free.
no, completely
Don't want
spoiler
any
free.
spoilers.
Yeah, there is
See
only
it yet.
there is only one big movie out this week, and that is the wonderfulness of Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman.
And we spoke about it last week in the kind of expectations and positive praise. I'm very pleased to say that it's earned its positive praise. I think it's worthy of its positive praise. It's not just spin to go, you must go and see this. It is earnest, and it is great, and it's a lot of fun to watch, and it's really, really nice to be able to finally say, well done DCEU, you finally have your shit together.
I'm so glad that you're
yeah.
saying all this.
Yeah, it's good. It's really nice. It's got light moments. It's got dark moments. Again, I'm not going to go into any of it. Chris Pine is value for money as always.
Yeah, he generally is pretty watchable.
He is pretty watchable. I was trying to think the other day of the last bad Chris Pine movie I watched, and I couldn't think of one. There probably is one, but I can't think of one.
Just My Luck.
Just My Luck. Thank you. There we go. But I couldn't think of one. In
He's
recent...
not bad in
That's
it.
really old though, as well, though, isn't it? It's got to
Yeah.
be going back quite a few years ago.
It's
Yeah, McFly were in it.
my
And
old.
Lindsay Lohan was ginger and not drunk.
It's all right, she was ginger. Let's not go too far. She probably was drunk.
But again, you know, it's that old saying. I always say it. He's great in everything he's in, even if what he's in is bad.
Yeah.
And he adds a lot of charm as well, and he's really good in it. And I'm trying to skirt around everything so that there's nothing ruined. But it's great. It's really, really good. It's visually very pretty. I think they've done it justice in a lot of ways, and particularly kind of takeaway points for me were that it's got a nice balance of everything. My only complaints, and I was trying to think of a way before I got here of packaging this up so that I could say this to you, you'd understand and not ruin anything, was that it's very similar to King Arthur in that CGI-ness in some places was a little bit, you know, kind of not jarring, but like it took me out of it for a moment.
Okay.
And for a movie that does actually, the good thing about Wonder Woman is that you are fully involved from the get-go.
Yeah.
And I like that about it. It doesn't mess around with beginning. You get into it, you go through it, and you do all these things occur, and you're invested. And that's what I loved most about it, is you are invested in her as Diana / Wonder Woman. You are invested in her, and I think she does a fantastic job. You generally rooting for her, and she was the best thing about BVS. And that carries through, you know, sitting there going, it'd be great when she gets her own movie, because I think
BVS
she's just going
sounds like some sort of bloating disease, doesn't it?
well, it is. Made me bloat.
It's
But
similar to IBS, isn't it?
What, that it gives you the shits?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It fucking gave me the shit.
Martha.
That name should just be wiped from all existence. I'm sorry, any Marthas out there, but
I'd never even considered the fact that Batman's parents had the same name as Superman's parents, and I'm a big DC, and not once did it ever cross my mind, let alone did I ever feel that was important.
And there it was. We're just going to turn this whole thing around on a dime by going, oh yeah, both our Mars have the same name. Anywho, yeah, so you're going...
be sisters.
We must be sisters. We must be sisters. You go through the whole movie thinking, I just can't wait to see her in her own movie, because I think she's really going to hold her own. She does.
Yeah.
And it's what you thought from BVS going, I want this movie with her in, because I think that's going to be better. And it is.
So what's out on Blu-ray and DVD this week? Anything interesting?
I'm trying to I don't think there was a great deal this week, aside from Vixen, obviously.
Yeah.
I think the only other thing really that was kind of noteworthy was obviously Doctor Who. I think the next kind of big thing will be Split, which is this coming Monday. That's kind of the big...
I really enjoyed that film, and I know a lot of people didn't.
The press saying, there's a big twist in it, as I just covered earlier, weirdly. It was a load of bullshit. There's not a big twist at the end, don't expect a big twist.
No, it's a strong film, but don't...
It's basically a end of credit fucking Marvel sequence.
No, as a whole, you know, yeah,
But
there's a lot of things
It's a nice
wrong
4.
with it, but yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a fair few things wrong with it. You start analysing it a little bit too much, but like it is a
If
tour de
you
force
just
of
watch
James
it for-
McAvoy. Like it's great. It is a return to some kind of form for M Night. So let's hope we get more of that, especially with upcoming movies, which hopefully will be sequels.
Yes. I love the way you skirted around that. That was good.
I did. I
like that.
Spoiler free, whilst anyone who knows what I'm talking about knows what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, I think that was a nice touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if that's the direction he's going in, that would be really nice. Because I could watch more of that stuff.
Well, extended universe seems to be the way to go. We've got the Dark universe coming. That's going to
That
flop.
is what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah.
Really looking
It's
forward
gonna
to.
Universal.
flop.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, because those films are so...
Old.
watchable. Everyone loves a good Dracula film. Everyone
You're
loves
a fan
a
of the
Jekyll
big
and Hyde.
Universal monsters, though, aren't you?
I am.
I am as well, but I'm telling you, it's not the time for them.
Plus, Keith's struggling a little bit after he saw the Mummy trailer without any music on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Don't
did
get me
kind
wrong,
of
right?
ruin it a
I
bit.
think the Mummy film looks quite good. I'm just saying, how many times have they tried to bring these things back?
Also, well done earlier for
Not-
calling it about Russell Crowe. You quite early on in the phase, you said, I reckon Russell Crowe might actually
I mean, it's
be
only
Jekyll.
a couple of years ago that you had Wolfman.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah, with Del Toro. Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
Exactly. Like,
There it is.
That's my point.
Yeah, but we nowadays, I think a lot of the films, the TV, we expect them to be in some kind of universe now. Before, everything was separate and we didn't care.
It's a good point.
And
We
now
are-
everything is kind of, it all has to be joined somehow.
Yeah.
So I think it has a better chance of working now that it has its own little universe.
I'm not convinced. I think it might be jumping the shark.
I think everybody's kind of... Marvel did it, got it right, and that's a tribute to Feige, because he nailed this early on. He had this plan for a long time.
Other
He's
than people
executed
calling
it.
them the Universal Monsters, they were never really connected outside of Monster Squad.
Oh, wow. Don't say that too loud,
Which
because
is-
it'll end up being remade.
Yeah, but we don't know how they...
That's what it's all planning for. Is they're doing all of that so they can remake Monster Squad. Confirmed.
Even
You heard
Universal,
here
was it?
first.
That was it
No,
Sony
no,
or something,
but
wasn't it?
That's how much they didn't care about the Universal Monsters. So they gave them all of them for fucking virtually nothing.
Well, I'm
So-
looking forward to it, so...
I think, yeah, Keith very early on said, I think Russell
Funnily enough-
Crowe's Dr. Jekyll.
Jumping the shark.
Yeah,
On screen.
Look at that. Well
Kismet.
timed. Yeah, you did. You called that early, and then Universal actually, this is, it's not a spoiler, it's public information. Universal put a press release out saying this is part of a universe. This is what we're planning to do with it. Tom Cruise is part of it. Russell Crowe is Dr. Jekyll. So well done, Keith.
But anything with Tom Cruise,
Love Songs for a Vampire. That was Dracula, yeah?
No.
It
What
was
was that
Interview
for?
with a Vampire, wasn't it?
And no, Love Song for a Vampire. No, sorry, no, you're right.
It's
No, you are.
Dracula.
Sorry,
Ah.
confusing me. Love Song for a Vampire was Annie Lennox. It was Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we were talking about this
disappointed in
yesterday. All right.
myself. I'm sure she
It's
did
from
a
Interview
song
with a Vampire.
for
Said, no,
Interview with a
the only
Vampire.
No,
Interview with a
that's
Vampire
Guns N'
song was
Roses.
Guns N' Roses.
Sympathy cover of
Sympathy for the Devil. Rolling Stones.
Yeah.
I feel like I've failed in life completely now.
No, Annie Lennox did Sympathy for the Love Song for a
Yeah.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm confused. No, she definitely did that
Okay.
because I had the fucking single, man. She definitely.
It is a great song.
No, it's a great song. She did that, and then, like I said, Guns N' Roses is associated with Interview with the Vampire. But Javier Bardem and Johnny Depp are now part of the Universal Monster Universe.
Okay.
Johnny Depp is the Invisible Man. Interesting choice for someone you're probably not going to see.
I think that's very clever.
It
though,
might be a movie
because-
he'll go and watch.
Because he can't see himself in it.
Yeah.
Javier Bardem is the Wolfman.
Javier Bardem, the most overused fucking actor at the moment. Like, honestly, he's had some great performances, but
No Country for Old Men.
I think you've just
Strong.
got it in your head that it's not going to work, and that's it. Which is fair enough. That's your opinion.
My two favourites of his are Country for Old
the
Men.
problem
and
with the Wolfman
Skyfall.
is, right, Wolfman is very Americana, right?
Yep.
Why don't they get an actor that's very Americana to do it? There's the problem with Benicio del Toro doing it. Is it needs to be like a guy in jeans and a wife beater, like who drinks beer and stuff like that. Because that's generally, you look at the old Wolfman films,
I could see
or
him
even
like
like
that though.
or even like a high school student. I was a teenage wolf, like I was a teenage wolfman, teenage werewolf. That was a big one for Universal as well back in the day. They should sort of go
In
proper
that
American
direction.
with it. I truly believe that.
This is the part where I've probably got that wrong, and Javier Bardem's probably like Frankenstein or some shit. Frankenstein's monster. Sorry to correct that.
Yes.
Um,
That's one of my pet
Adam.
hates. Yes,
Adam.
Adam.
That's his
give him
name.
his
The
given name.
monster is called the
It's
Frankenstein.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Adam could be Javier Bardem,
Yeah,
and someone else could be the Wolfman, or the guy that's the Wolfman should be. But I don't know. I have
So
a
you
press
could
release.
just be completely lying
No,
to
no, no,
us
no,
about
no.
everything.
What I do know, what is fact, what is absolute fact, is that Johnny Depp, Javier Bardem, Russell Crowe, Tom Cruise are part of this universe.
If everything goes well with the Mummy.
If everything goes
And
well
I
with the
think
Mummy.
it will.
I think the Mummy will do well as
I'm
Tom
looking
Cruise.
forward to it.
You know.
It's
And I hope it does all go to plan. And
we can
Don't
talk
get me
about
wrong,
that next week.
I hope
actually,
it does, and I
because
hope it's
coming.
good. I just don't see it. Like literally, this year has been kind of proof, right? That outside of comic book movies, what's making money? The last couple of years, it's been the same. Even big
but that
actors
can't
guarantee fucking like big box office anymore. And it's not just comic book movies that do that, but it's stuff like Netflix and all the rest of it. People can see these things at home for a price they've already paid, but spectacle is what they want to go and see.
Yeah, Fast 8. Outside of Marvel, Fast 8 made a lot of money.
Transformers will make a shit
And
ton
they
of
could
money,
be
as
big
it always does.
spectacles.
You don't even need to be a good film. It just needs to be spectacle. Transformers always makes bank.
Yeah.
Always. And they're shit.
But
Like,
it could
and
be
they've
a
been
big
shit for
spectacle
years.
film
Like,
and-
I'm sure this one will be awful. I mean, if you try to follow all the different storylines they're trying to cobble together for this next one, like from the trailers, I've got no fucking clue what this movie's about. Can you tell me what this movie's about from the trailers? Because I fucking can't register it.
Which are we on about now? Sorry.
Transformers. First of all,
Last
it's
night.
about like fucking Optimus Prime's been about since the fucking Dark Ages. Then it's about a little girl, and then it's about
Maybe Unicron, possibly.
Let's be fair. The only reason that I want to go and see it is because they filmed some of it here in Portsmouth, didn't they?
And Tony Hopkins.
Yes.
I love Tony Hopkins.
Yeah,
But that's-
confuses
that's-
me even more with his narration of the fucking things. I don't know what they're about.
That's the only reason I want to see it, just to see our little hometown. On
Yeah,
the big
one
screen.
of our submarines is a Decepticon.
Yes.
So that's
I think that would be pretty cool. But yeah, as far as the
that's
films
a
go,
Pompey submarine. Yeah, and I'd quite like to look at it. And I think I'm looking at it in IMAX, but I'd like to look at it in IMAX because it was shot with new IMAX tech. So it'd be interesting to see how that looks.
Yeah, I mean, when Ben Affleck and Matt Damon can't guarantee.
I think they're a bit over with, though, aren't they?
Over with.
Do you know?
Sacrilege.
No, I love them both. I love them both to bits, and I love their films. I just think we're moving on to a whole nother generation now. I don't think
Yeah, think about
they're
the only
part of it.
aside from Fast 8 took a shit ton of bank, and the only thing to best it was Volume 2.
Mm-hmm.
Took it straight off the top spot. And I think Wonder Woman's probably.
I think Fast 8's still taking more money at this moment, though, isn't it? In total,
It is, yeah. It's still taking money. And I think Wonder Woman's probably going to knock Volume 2 off its spot. So,
but yeah,
But-
Fast 8's the biggest earner this year.
yeah, which is great.
Crazy.
On
I'd
what,
say
like
it's not
1.4 billion at the moment, or something
It's
stupid?
intense.
crazy. I mean, it's not a bad film. It's
I think
just,
Guardians at the moment is on about 800 million,
Well, great.
which is not to be sniffed at.
No,
No, not at
And
all.
It's great for Vin Diesel because he's like holding 1 and 2 in the chart. As I said before,
that
I
guy's
am
not
rich.
stupid, is he?
You know, there he is.
Craziness.
But that's what it is. It's spectacle.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
the spectacle films are taking all the monies. Which is why you're getting other stuff which is now going, do you know what? We're not going to put this at the cinema. We're just going to do this VOD. We're going to put it out at the cinema for one night or 1 week, like Jawbone. Which is... Go on.
Oh no, carry on and then
No,
I'll...
go on.
No,
You
I'll
say it.
remember it. I've got it.
Jawbone. Great movie. Great boxing movie. But they released it for one night and then put it straight to digital on DVD.
Yeah, it's completely understandable.
And the same thing with My Name is Lenny, which is obviously upcoming, the Lenny McLean movie. They're showing it at a film festival.
Okay.
Then it's coming out the cinema for like 3 days or something. And then the Monday
And
after, straight on
people
Blu-ray.
just don't go to the cinema half as much nowadays, do they?
Well, yeah, they price themselves out of the market, and they.
But last week we spoke about the Yarn film.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Guess what's... You just ruined it. Guess what's
Fuck
on...
your segue.
Guess what's on Netflix?
Dead
the
Air?
Yarn film.
Is it a thrilling yarn?
I haven't watched it yet because Keith didn't
Oh,
really
come
want to
on.
watch it.
I
on
said
Netflix.
yesterday. Do you want to put it on?
It was a... Do you want to put this on?
Was it reluctant?
Yeah.
I'll
And I
put
was
it
like,
on.
no, I'll wait till I can sit and watch it on my own. I don't mind that.
You could have done that. I could have just played Zelda.
This is true because
But-
he has the Wii U and
yeah,
it's convenient.
true. But no, I will be watching it at some point this week.
I need to know if it's a thrilling yarn.
Oh, ho, 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 ho.
Yeah, and the Mummy, going back to that actually, is out soon. So by next week I should know.
Cool. Yeah, and that would be good to hear some
I'm
feedback
expecting
on that.
lots of spectacle.
Which this is why I think it'll work, because
Well,
they
it'll
can
work.
be
It'll
good
take money.
spectacle films.
It'll take money. Tom Cruise's bank.
Oblivion.
Oblivion. I like it though. See,
Underperformed, didn't it?
yeah.
So it's not guaranteed anymore.
Oh, Tom Cruise isn't guaranteed bank. I really like Oblivion.
I don't really remember much about it.
Precisely. I haven't seen it.
You've never seen it?
No, we
I had
did
the
watch
shits.
it, and no, we
He did.
and then we
Bless
tried
him.
to watch it.
He did
I
try.
think-
He came with me. He
I
made
got-
it as
I
far
made
as the cinema. He made it as far as the cinema.
No, we watched it at home.
I haven't seen it.
No, listen, I haven't finished. And you fell asleep, I think, within about the first 10 minutes.
I don't know. All I know is I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so you didn't technically see it.
Yeah.
And
Others-
I managed to stay awake, but I don't really remember
Other
much
stuff I
about
haven't
it.
seen. People who are normally guaranteed back. Will Smith.
After Earth.
There you go. Still haven't seen that. Can't bring myself to watch it.
Nah. I'm not surprised.
No one else can either.
I had to bring myself to watch it and then wish I hadn't.
So, now, don't get me wrong, right? Jaden is really, really good in
He's good when he's not with his dad.
no, what's that thing?
The Get Down.
The Get
Is it
Down. He's
Yeah.
really good in that. He's also unrecognisable, which I think adds to the fact that he's good. Like in that thing,
Okay.
right? But the other Smiths, right? Generally, I'm saying that's the exception. Should just stop.
Yeah, because Jada's back now, isn't she?
Fucking been watching Gotham, right? And then fucking like the worst thing about Gotham is Fish Mooney.
So she died, and everyone rejoiced.
She died twice, by the way.
And everyone rejoiced.
Twice. And everyone commiserated when she came back. And now she's fucking back again.
And we commiserated again.
And, like, honest to God, there was a point in the 90s where Jada Pinkett Smith was pretty good in everything she was in. But somewhere along the line, she's forgotten how to act. Maybe it's because of the money Will's bringing in. She doesn't really feel that she needs to act
She
anymore.
just turns up.
She's not hungry.
Just says what she has to say and goes again. But
There's a reason she ain't getting nominated for Oscars and ain't got nothing to do with racism. It's because she's, like, fucking...
shit at
She's
acting.
terrible. Like, she's terrible.
Yeah,
She's the worst thing in it.
yeah.
There's less ham
Hopefully
on a
she'll die
fucking pig
again
than there is
soon,
in a
though.
fucking... in her acting.
In Gotham, I mean, not in real life. That would be really harsh.
Less ham and pigs acting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
It's so bad. And this season is getting really, really good. And it's like, oh, this is starting to rev up. This is starting to rev up. And they go, oh, hello. It's like, oh, fuck off. It's Fish Mooney. Got this really cool war starting between the Penguin and the Riddler.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, yeah, spoilers. Fuck it. But, and I was like, this is getting really good. And then suddenly it's Fish Mooney. And it's like,
I'm
you're not even a real
back.
fucking Batman character.
Thank you. I was about to say, is she not actually a real...
No, but that's not to say that you can't introduce new characters to Batman, because let's face it, without TV doing it, we'd have no Harley Quinn. And there are other examples. John Diggle in Arrow.
John
There's a character
Diggle, what a
that's-
fucking
Two of the
legend
bigger,
that
yeah,
is.
two
Yeah.
absolute brilliant characters.
Yeah.
And then Fish fucking Mooney.
All the different fucking Wells characters in Flash, they're all good. You know. Yeah, it's...
She just ruins it.
Yeah, no, she's awful. She's a terrible character. No one's drawing her. There's a reason no one's drawing her. It's not a good character.
Yeah, because those characters have then been introduced to comics,
Yeah.
and artists have taken them on board and
not her.
made them canon.
The weird thing is, though, is they get rid of like characters like Carmine Falcone.
Who
and
was
all
a
the rest of
really
it,
good...
who is a great base mob character,
Yeah.
because he ran Gotham for years. And anyone knows anything about Batman knows that's the case. Like Falcone and I can't think of the other guy's name. The other Don.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
There was two warring factions within thing, and that's what kept it going. And then in between all these things happening, where all these other criminals started working their way up, that later become the super criminals. And I understand this isn't strict Batman law, and they're bringing up a lot of these people a lot earlier than they needed to. And sometimes it feels like, yeah, you don't need to squeeze another character in here. Let's
No,
sort
it's
of
very
concentrate
jam-packed.
on a couple of. But it's like, oh, we don't need Fish Mooney. We don't
No.
need her. She needs to fuck off. And then she came back. And
Again.
just disappointed. Disappointed.
So disappointed.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
Of Gotham or
No, normally I'd have to go, oh come on, that's a bit harsh. But actually, I'm not a huge fan of the character.
It's because she fucking sucks.
In someone else's hands, it could be good.
Yeah, maybe someone that can act. And
I don't think you're helping when you're starting off with a character called Fish Mooney, and which eventually she's going to be taken out by the penguin because she's a fish and fish eat penguins, or the Catwoman because she's a
all I've
fish.
got in my head is
cats
like
eat
little
fish.
fishies doing moonies at people, and
Yeah, there's some really good people in that.
and
The girl that plays Selena Kyle is excellent.
Oh,
Believable.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I mean, she looks like a young Michelle Pfeiffer,
Yeah,
which
she does.
really.
and she, let's face it,
Michelle Pfeiffer's
she
Catwoman.
is Catwoman.
Yeah.
None of this Halle Berry fuck off shit.
Yeah.
We're not going back into that.
No, we're not going
No,
back into that.
but that's what I mean.
Moisturiser.
Yes, Selena Kyle in this is perfectly cast.
Jerome, if he's the Joker, if he's not, there's a guy that should be the Joker at some point in his career. Still, they keep nodding to the fact that he's the Joker
Yeah,
a lot,
I think
lot.
he will be.
But you can't, because then it gives Joker a fucking backstory. So I don't know. It's kind of weird, but he's really good. The guy that played, who's playing Edward Nygma, he's slow burnt that for 3 seasons,
Yeah,
and he's only
and
just
it was a
become the
bit-
Riddler. And when you look back at that journey now, it's like, Jesus, that was impressive. At
But
the
to
time,
start
it was
with, it
kind
was
of
a
like,
bit like, come on, just do something.
yeah,
We know you're the Riddler. Come on.
Yeah, but no, they played it well.
homosexual penguin, cool with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
and
cool with it.
another
The guy,
casting was great.
I found him really weird at the beginning, but I suppose it's because I've been playing the Arkham games, and I really like the idea of is the penguin as like a Bob Hoskins gangster, like.
But that's what I mean. It goes to show that you can kind of play about with these characters a bit. That
Yeah,
we're not
absolutely.
saying that everything should be.
Freeze is a mishit. Like they call him Fries, which is close enough to Freeze to be fucking annoying. It's like, don't do that. Don't.
They just get it
call
wrong
it
every
Freeze.
time, though, don't
Just
they?
call it Freeze. Don't call it Fries.
Freeze and spell it
Yeah,
like it
so-
looked like it could
Arnie
be.
He
before.
was
wasn't the
Freeze.
best
He was
Mr.
Freeze
Freeze, though,
spelled
was he?
FREIS or something like that, wasn't he originally?
Yeah.
And now they're calling it like Fries, like it's pronounced weird. It's like, no, it's weirder that you're doing that. It's like you're dancing around it. It's like fucking
freeze
Amazing
is coming.
Spider-Man's Great Responsibility.
Oh,
It's just, they're dancing around it. They're finding ways to dance around it. It sounds awkward. Also, the guy playing him, it's just sort of misnomer. The best portrayal of that, still to this day, and the one that is now the canon portrayal, is Batman animated series.
I think
Took a joke character from '66 onwards, and then just turned it into one of the deepest, most complex characters.
To be
you
fair,
can
though,
ever,
I think
ever come across.
Batman animated kind of
It is the pinnacle,
yeah. A lot of everything else kind
Kev
of
Conroy
owes
and co.
its-
which is why we're looking forward to Batman and Harley, which will be done in the
Really
style
looking forward
and
to
is
that.
being written by Bruce Timm.
So it's going to
Oh,
be
wow.
awesome. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no way it can't be good.
And Mark Hamill and everybody involved in that universe. This is great. The animated.
Kevin Conroy's back.
Yeah.
There's no talk of the Joker. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But if Conroy's back and if the Joker is in it,
It'll
then
be Hamill.
it will be
Yeah.
Hamill.
Longest running
I'm
Joker.
trying to think of the guy, the Robin guy.
I can't think of his name. Yeah.
Laurent. I don't. Yeah.
It's a weird name, but yeah,
Ralph.
he's back. He's back playing Dick Grayson as Nightwing. So the only thing that's changed is it won't be. I can't think of the original girl's name, which is terrible. Or
Tara.
No, Tara Strong wasn't the original Harley. She was the one that took over
Okay.
and is now considered to be Harley.
Yeah.
The original Harley was the person who they based Harley on,
Yeah.
and I can't think of her name. It was something like Ari or Arlene or something like Arlene.
Arlene. Yeah.
Something like that.
That's good. Oh, right.
gonna
I'm gonna have
annoy
to
me.
Google all these things now because they're really
But, yeah,
annoying me.
Leave it in the comments.
So it's going to be Melissa Rauch and
we told
who-
everyone that
yeah,
a few
we've
weeks
talked about
ago,
it before.
didn't
She
we?
You did?
legitimately looks like Harley. She sounds like Harley. She's a great choice for Harley.
Arlene Sorkin.
There you go, Arlene Sorkin.
Not to be confused with Aaron Sorkin.
Yeah, that'd be kind of odd. That'd just be like Batman and Robin talking and walking through hallways. Right. But no, we're looking forward to that. It should be good. I said generally can't go wrong with the DC animated stuff.
You're very, very sold on it as well. You introduced me to it because I wasn't a huge fan of the animated stuff, and then you were like, "No, you need this in your life."
Oh yeah, because if you don't want to be disappointed with DC for the last 5-6 years, you need to just watch the animated universe. Because alright, they're doing the rebirth now. Because a lot of people got pissed off with the New 52. I like some of the stuff they did in the New 52, but the rebirth's now trying to fix a lot of that. The movies have been shit up until now. So the animated universe is the only thing that's been consistently good. The animated series have been hit and miss. I mean, unfortunately for every Batman TAS, there's a Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yeah.
So, but there we go. Not a lot I can do about that.
And of course, the Arrowverse is great.
And games as well have been good for DC.
Lauren Lester.
There we go.
There it is.
That was Dick Grayson.
That's a dude's name, by the way.
Yeah. That was driving me mad.
Lauren?
Lauren.
But Loren.
Yeah.
Very.
Oh, Loren.
Yeah, Lauren.
Loren.
Very European.
Yeah.
Fragrance by Robin. I'd buy that for $1. And on that note,
I think we're about done.
I think we're about done.
Not a lot of news this week, unfortunately.
No, but I
We were
will.
kind of tame as well, so.
Well, John
Just for
doesn't
the
know how
sake of
to
that.
speak this week.
Which is
and
weird, because that's kind of
never
stock and
happens.
trade for me. Yeah.
Smelly, fucking bloody, flapping cunt.
What?
Well, we've been kind of tame this
You
week.
need to catch up.
Yeah.
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 To be fair, if anyone could see these two, they both look like they're about to fall asleep. So that could well be.
That's
it.
old age, love.
Anal cum bubble.
Ain't
Oh,
just
man.
get it in.
That is wrong.
Bubble.
Yeah,
Very
I've got to get the
wrong.
quota in.
yeah.
Get the quota in. How many more is there?
Any
I
more
know,
for
I
any
could
more?
go for ages.
You could go for ages.
Yeah.
We could just go off, do something,
Just
just leave him
Do
to.
like 10
Yeah.
minutes of expletives.
Yeah, we should. We could just finish it. Just fuck off and kill Fish Mooney. Also, kill James Olsen. Right. Well, right. On the killing characters, kill James Olsen. I want Jimmy
Oh,
Olsen.
in
I want him to be
Supergirl.
nerdy, ginger, and wearing a bow tie. Like,
Yeah.
because
Not like.
that's Jimmy Olsen.
Look at me, I'm Mr.
Yeah. I want him with a pocket full of kryptonite.
Oh, I thought you were going to say pocket protectors.
And that.
Yeah.
Jimmy Olsen blues. Spin Doctors. Got a pocket full of kryptonite. Yeah, no, James Olsen. That's
Yeah.
the worst character in Supergirl. We need to kill him off now.
I was going to say something.
Like
really
he's got
wrong.
he's got no chemistry with anyone.
No, he doesn't. He is.
He was the
pretty
same. He
awful.
was the same in True Blood. He had no chemistry with anyone in True Blood.
I've never seen him in
Yeah.
anything, so
Yeah, he was in that and he sucked in
he
that
does
as well.
bore me to death, though.
Yeah.
Even the way he speaks is just so. Bleh.
He's like.
He's
kinda
walking around
comes
like
across
Mr.
as-
Fucking GQ Smooth. I was so pleased
Yeah,
at
like
the end of that
coolest
fucking
motherfucker.
season
Mm.
when Callista Flockhart came back.
I love her in
Like,
that.
In that first episode, I was like, well, she's fucking terrible. She's Devil Wear Prada in this fucking out of the arsehole. And she then became, slowly but surely throughout the first season, the most watchable character in the whole show. And then she hasn't been in it for the entire season.
it's been
Came
a
back
bit-
for the last 2 episodes. It was great.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, brilliant. Have her back.
Maybe
kill
Harrison
James
Ford
Olsen.
has like been giving her acting lessons.
That was funny when she said she'd never seen Star Wars.
Yeah.
That's a great line.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
It is a great
But
line.
yeah, maybe she's been learning everything off him, and that's why she's.
Yeah, she gets Han Solo's name wrong and they correct her. She says, I don't know, I've never seen Star Wars. It's pretty funny.
Great.
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
nice little touch.
He does, yeah, but he does do that whole I'm the coolest motherfucker on the planet kind of vibe, which is great if he wasn't that
Yeah,
character.
all these show,
Yeah.
There's lots of shows out there that could just kill off a character, which means if then they could take all that money, then they could do another show.
Yeah.
If they weren't paying these people off, you know.
True.
Who would you
you're
kill
right,
in the
he should
Arrow?
be nerdy. He should be nerdy.
Like how would you kill an Arrow? Who would you get rid of? You've had enough of them now.
Oh, I don't know, because they're all
Who would
pretty.
you
They're all
kill
pretty
in
good.
Arrow?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, I can't think of her name. Diggle's wife. Head of
But
Ar-
she crosses a lot of the, because she's the head of Argus.
I don't care. She's still fucking annoying.
She is annoying, and kind of weird because Amanda Waller was there already.
Exactly. They should have just left it with Waller and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that
So
character
maybe her
crosses
because-
different shows.
But that's the only one.
But
I
she's
can
not
really...
regular enough for
Okay.
killing off.
I really don't know because I really like all Felicity.
Gotta be mean. Do it. Kill someone.
Oh, I really can't think. I would say the new Black Canary then.
Oh no, I would keep her, and you're not gonna like it. I would kill Mr. Terrific.
The face.
Why?
Because you've got
The
Felicity,
face.
you don't need two computer nerds on one team. So it's either Felicity or him. Personally, I would have killed Felicity at the end of season 2.
Oh no, I
would
love
have,
her.
because it would have James Bonded it perfectly.
I
It would
know,
have
but
put Oliver on a path of destruction that would have been like so good.
I know, but they've got such a good chemistry.
Which they
on
keep
screen.
fucking us about. They keep Mulder and Scully in us, and then eventually it's gonna happen, and everyone's gonna be bored, and then season 9 of X-Files all over again.
I like them.
Like,
I like the will they, won't they.
yeah, but
Maybe that's just a woman thing.
it's a TV show trope. Like, and it never goes well. Once those characters you want to get together,
But they did get together, and it was
dips in
fine.
ratings. It happened in Friends, and they broke them up, and they didn't get them to get together until the last 2
Oh,
episodes.
that is another one that's coming back.
Yeah.
They've actually all signed. Friends is coming back for another season.
Yeah, along with Will and Grace and all the other ones, because God forbid anyone has an original
Anyone
idea.
missed the 90s?
Is there anything new out there?
No, NBC is just desperate to get the 90s back, which is funny because basically in 30 Rock we were watching old episodes of that. They make a joke about that the other day.
I like
NBC's
the
number one
90s
thing,
though, so I'm
number
not
one mission
complaining.
plan is to make it 1997 again, either by science or magic.
That was my favourite era of TV, though. That was my childhood growing up, and so I'm not going to
So Will and
complain
Grace
about it.
and Friends coming back. I imagine Frasier will be back as well.
I like that too. Although I
just like
hate
Frasier.
Kelsey Grammer as a person, he needs to fuck off.
All right. So who will be killing Flash?
I haven't watched the last season,
Oh, you're so rubbish.
Right, main guys.
but I've heard the soundtrack. Oddly,
Yeah, main guys. Who would be killing Flash?
I have to say, I would kill Caitlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, she annoys me. I'm just going on people that I don't really like. That I know she's got as Killer Frost. She's a
Yeah, there's new
big
ways that character
character,
can go.
but
Generally,
in
she's kind of a
general,
downer
she's
in the room,
mopey,
isn't
and I
she?
just want to punch her in the face.
Yeah, it's not a bad choice.
I don't want to kill
justify that.
anyone in the Arrowverse.
You got to,
You have to. It's the law.
and then we can have a new
There's
show. If we can kill like 5 or 6 characters off, then we got enough people to pay for a new show.
I want to do this.
Have to do it.
No, I don't. I'd say kill. It's such a strong to kill someone off. Like if I had
characters we
to
don't
let
need.
someone go, I think it's
No,
more-
you have to kill
You've
them.
got to kill them because otherwise they can come back.
Brutally.
There's a good chance they can come back if you kill them, but at least there's
sick.
more chance they'll stay dead. In this universe, everyone comes back at least 4 or 5 times before they're properly dead.
Yeah.
You know, so
There's no one that I would actually. Do you know what?
you can't kill Cisco,
No, you cannot.
like
No.
heart of that show.
Yeah.
Like,
Cisco's
you can't kill
amazing.
Barry. Barry's off
Yeah.
limits.
Yeah.
Even though he'll
And
probably
everyone
end up
else-
dead and
yeah,
come
so
back anyway a
everyone
couple of
else is
times
pretty
before anyone.
much.
Like
The Wells
are
characters-
interchangeable each season.
Yeah.
So they sort of either die or move off each season, don't they?
It's very Doctor Who-ish.
Oh yeah,
isn't
there's a
it,
new
in
Wells
there?
each season, but
Yeah.
it's a new character played by the same guy.
Yeah.
It's
But no,
reverse
that's what,
Doctor
that's
Who.
what I really like, though.
Yeah, I think that's cool.
Great actor as well.
Joe's brilliant.
I have to say,
I do like
actually,
Joe.
as well.
Iris, I would kill Iris.
She's a bit annoying.
Ah.
What about, though, old Malfoy? Because he's joined, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah, he's been in the entire season. So
and
I don't
think
know.
he's been
Is he
pretty
full time now?
shit.
Is he full time? He's got to be. If he's been in every episode,
I would imagine so.
of season 3.
But I found him to be pretty
Tom
crap.
Felton. Yeah.
So I'd maybe kill him off as well.
Yeah.
See, so that's 2. That makes up for not wanting to kill anyone in Arrow.
Yeah. Yeah, no, terrific. You need terrific. You've already got a computer. You can't have two. There's no point in having two people doing the same character, because then they're just going, "I'll just hack this." Well done. I was thinking of that. Like, it's pointless.
Okay, I'll give you that one then.
Yeah.
What other universes do we need to kill someone off for?
DC. Legends of Tomorrow. Need to kill someone
All
off
of
in
them.
that.
No. All of them, apart from
Mick.
Yeah, and just let Mick have his own fucking show.
Just keep Mick and Sarah.
Yeah.
Making Sarah Olsen.
Just Mick on his own.
No, because you need a foil.
You need Sarah for Arrow as well.
No. In which case you'd need to keep Brandon Routh, because those two are very funny together.
Yeah, they are. Just Mick and someone.
He's Dudley Do-Right, and he's fucking Mr. like fucking miserable. I'll kill you. Fucking. I want to go thieving. And
He's
then
my favourite
those two characters are quite funny.
In the whole wide
Yeah, I would
world.
get rid of Firestorm. There's 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Double bubble.
I suddenly feel like I've become like the chair of this thing, and I'm just watching you two duke that shit out.
Yeah.
We've done Supergirl.
Yeah, we did Supergirl.
I don't want to be that.
So
I
we
don't
did
wanna be that
Gotham.
guy.
Gotham.
Yeah.
Is that all in?
I don't know. Yeah. So that's like 5-6 characters we got rid of there.
Yeah.
That's enough for a new show.
Definitely.
Right. Or you know.
Have you noted this all down, Mr. Brown?
It
So
gives
we
you a
can
chance
send
for better
this
stories, because then you can tell more quality stories without having to worry about telling quantities of stories.
No. You can send this to Polanyi.
You know?
Oh, I'm going to.
I'm cool.
Don't
We get
worry.
on. I'm not getting involved.
I just
I will be
kill
sending
all
him
of those
my
off.
ideas.
You don't even have to keep Iris dead forever. You just got to keep her dead for a couple of seasons,
Yeah.
and
Like
then
you
bring her
said,
back at the end.
Everyone can
It
come
ends
back.
with him finding a way to get her back.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that would be
there you
a
go.
good
So
story.
it gives him a task.
But
It
the
gives
way
him a mission,
But it's full
say-
bomb.
and then she hasn't just got to be going, "Oh, moping. Oh, look. Oh, my boyfriend's a Flash, and life's a bit hard."
That is
Yeah.
pretty much all she does.
Yeah, she just mopes, and she's all she's ever done. You know? And she'll turn on a dime. I want to marry you. I don't want to marry you. I want to marry you. Oh, fuck off with that shit.
To be
Die.
fair, though, he was a bit of an arse.
Yeah. But he wouldn't be if she wasn't there, would he?
True.
Yeah. I like.
Now we've murdered enough people.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think there's any other shows at the moment where I'm like, yeah, there's too many people in this. Too many people.
I'm glad.
It's like in Arrow. I really like Wild Dog. I think like Renee is a real good addition to the.
With
He works really well with Quentin, doesn't he?
yeah,
Those two characters are very, very good with each other.
yeah.
If like it gives Quentin something to do, and I love Detective Lance.
Yeah, but he sees
like,
himself,
or
doesn't he?
Vice
So-
Mayor Lance, whatever he is at the moment. No, he's great.
Yeah, it's a very father-son
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah. He definitely
relationship.
sees himself in that, and like he's kind of a little bit off the wall, a little bit hard to control. So he rubs Ollie up the wrong way as well, and that makes for interesting stuff as well. But yeah, Curtis, he's just not.
I want to say
He's a
something,
nice
but I
guy.
don't know whether I'm going to get told off.
He's
Not
a
by
nice-
you two, but
He's a nice guy, but that's all he is.
Mr. Terrific
Yeah, Curtis.
Curtis really reminds me of Ruben.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't mean that in a bad way.
Ruben's
It's
not a
all-
really tall, athletic, homosexual black guy with an afro.
This is true, but there's something, I don't know what it is.
Some would
but
say quite the opposite of all of that.
No, but just looking at him, that I don't know. If Ruben was a very tall,
They both wear glasses.
maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
They both wear glasses.
But no, I every time he comes on, I think, oh, there's Ruben.
What about Simon from the Chipmunks?
Who does he remind me of?
Is
or
he
just-
like Ruben?
No, I would
They
say.
both wear glasses too.
Oh, Simon. Yeah.
What about Timmy Mallet? Is he like Ruben?
I feel you're
They wear
starting
glasses.
to take the piss out of me now.
Hold on, let me just put my glasses on.
Oh, it's Ruben.
Yeah, I think I'm seeing a pattern emerging.
I'm I'm just going to shut up now.
Because they wear.
I think we broke John.
They wear glasses.
No, but I'll work on this for next week and I'll tell you the reasons why.
Okay, hopefully we'll get Ruben back in and you can explain to him.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, because I want to hear that.
I want to hear you explain
I want to hear it.
that to him as to why
And I'll have very
he's
good
like
reasons.
Curtis. I want to know.
I'll have very good reasons too.
That's got double laugh qualities. There's the act itself, and then there's the explaining it to the person it's based on.
I will come with a list of 101 things.
It'd be amazing if I could actually get Curtis on. That'd be awesome. But go right, explain this.
Yeah.
That would be pretty
We
awesome.
now have the.
Let me clarify. I wouldn't be happy killing his character, but that's the one we don't need.
He's very lovable.
I like the guy.
So you would kill Ruben.
No, I would kill Curtis.
Sorry, Ruben. I love you really.
No, I would kill Curtis. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So next week will be our E3 preparation special.
It will be indeed.
So Ruben will actually be here, so you can tell him face to face.
Oh no.
Oh, this is going to be amazing.
I
Can we
know.
video this shit?
Yeah, we can video.
We're gonna, actually, you know,
because
very
he'll have
quickly.
all the equipment and everything.
Yeah, before we go, so we're gonna be.
I feel like
we've
I've
got
dug my own grave.
we got all kinds of crazy good
Yeah, it's
E3
possible we'll have
coverage.
multiple podcasts next weekend.
We're
to
not
cover
just gonna
what's
be-
been going on over the days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there'll be
we're going to
lots
be on video too. We're going to do TV stuff and audio stuff.
I'm
so
planning on
get...
doing a podcast after each, even if it's only like for 20 minutes, after each announcements have been made, and then we'll just do a
maybe
quick
as
20-minute
well if
podcast.
there's anybody out there that does listen regularly or seen any of your stuff that wants to ask you any questions, maybe if you want to send any questions in, if we get any.
Yeah,
That'd be great.
We could do like a Q&A as
Yeah,
well.
we can do that. We can do that, absolutely. Send them in.
So-
send
we
any
will answer
questions
them.
to SOCUK@gmail.com.
Send them in. You want to know stuff? Or just send anything to that address. If you've got questions, comments,
Well,
feedback,
not anything.
abuse.
I don't want to see no cocks or anything.
I told you.
Just forward them on to me.
This
Oh
is
shit! Sorry, did I say
specifically-
that out loud?
This is specifically a warning to John.
Because John does send you a lot of
Dick
cock
pics.
pictures.
Yeah.
Send them to that address, do I?
There was a pair where he'd drawn some glasses on it, and it looked like Ruben. Because everyone with glasses and a goatee looks like Ruben. Curtis doesn't have a goatee. If he had a goatee,
I didn't
I would
say anything about the goatee.
No, I'm saying
just-
if he did have a goatee, I would probably see it because, like, literally, you put glasses and a goatee on any sort of computer game character, it ends up looking like Ruben. Like, he's one of the easiest people for me to make
Maybe that's
a
what it
really
is, then.
a really good
Maybe he's
Ruben
just got one
character
of
in
those
wrestling and all the
faces.
rest of it. Historically, I've always been able to get Ruben down to a fucking art form.
I just want to say for the record that I laughed so hard just then I passed wind.
Yeah,
As long as you didn't shoot yourself on my sofa, I'm fine.
yeah.
I may have done.
But yeah, I think that
I may have.
I
Blame it
think
on the
that's
cat.
time. So yeah, E3 next week. We'll be able to talk about it more because it'll be happening.
Are you kidding me? I shit bigger than the cat.
So I believe on Saturday night, it will be EA. Sunday is Microsoft.
You'll be posting all the details,
Yeah.
won't you? Of
And then Monday will be PlayStation and Ubisoft and Activision, I think. So yeah, that'd be cool. Hopefully. So it could all be disastrous, but I'm pretty sure it'll be alright.
And even if it's disastrous, it'll be
it
hilarious.
could end up just being a fucking weekend of lies, but it could be good.
they'll be entertaining
Yeah.
guys, though.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tune in for that. I'm sure we'll have people dropping in and out. Few usual voices, few unusual voices. We'll be okay. It'll be good.
If you put glasses on E3, does it look like Ruben?
I don't know, probably. Let's put these glasses on the cat.
Oh, look, it's Ruben.
There we go. Right.
Thank you very much.
We'll catch you later.
You will indeed. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
So, what happens if we take the glasses off of Ruben? Who does he look like?
Superman.
No.
Fish Mooney.
No, again.
The cat.
Not wanting to be racist, but Fish Mooney is black. And a woman. And married to Will Smith. All stuff that Ruben isn't.